Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the self-developed YouTube channel, you beautiful people. Hopefully you guys, I know you guys, are having an amazing day. Let's get it going. Comment below where you're from, what time is it, hashtag self-developed army. Let's get this video going. Here in Canada, it is, midway through November. The weather here for some reason is still quite nice and warm, which is surprising. It should be almost snowing at this point, but yeah, not complaining. We're making it happen, so let's keep going. Anyways, guys, in today's video, I titled it, Be Disagreeable, alright? Be more disagreeable. Now, what is disagreeableness in a nutshell? Well, it's the opposite of being agreeable, right, guys? Now, why does this matter? Why the hell do I make a video on this? Because in our Western society, we have been taught to be agreeable, right? I've been taught this my entire life. And I can go into the politics as far as why, I'll be honest with you, just straight up from the front. A big part of it is the education system. And if you think about it, guys, when we go to school, right, kindergarten, really through high school, but kindergarten through grade 8, right, elementary school, which is, these are the most fundamental years of your entire life as a child, right, as a boy in particular. Who are you taught by for the most part? Women, right? Now, I'm not saying women are evil or bad or anything like that. No. But you need to keep in mind that biologically, women will be more agreeable than men will be. So you have to keep in mind your entire first 10, 12 years of living is taught with a lack or an absence of man, right? Men teach men how to become men. You, just because you're born as a boy, does not mean you understand what it is to be a man. I didn't, you don't. It is something that must be taught through other men. This is why we have mentors, do you understand? And through the lack or the absence of that by being in school predominantly run by female teachers, well, you can see, A, the lack of masculinity traits, and then B, the pushing of more feminine traits. And again, I'm not saying it's anyone's fault. I'm not going to point fingers, but I'm just letting you know that is a huge reason why. Now, delving further into it, right? David, I understand that, that context, but why does this matter? Why should I give a fuck about this? Shouldn't I just be agreeable, be a yes man, and kind of go along with everything that gets thrown at me? No, absolutely not. Of course not. No, that's not how life works. You see, guys, I've alluded to this beforehand, but in the Hero's Call to Adventure, or let's break it down with Nietzsche, right, his version of this, there are three main stages of a man's development, right? So number one, this is the camel phase. Now, I haven't read the book, but I'm familiar with the concept. It's very applicable to my life, especially right now. Number one, we have the camel phase. Now, the camel is a beast of burdens, right? What do you do with a camel? You put on this on its back, walk here, do this, fucking do jumping jacks. It's a beast of burdens. It has no control. It's essentially a slave, right? Now, this is how every man starts, right? So when we're in elementary school, this is essentially, what are we doing? We're becoming beast of burdens. Do your fucking homework, do this, get this job, shut up, raise your fucking hand, don't yell out. You understand, right? And again, I'm not blaming anyone, but this is what it is. Now, the second phase in a man's progression, this is where I'm at now. This is where maybe I would assume the majority of you guys are at. This is the lion phase. Now, the lion phase is where the camel, essentially, I believe in the book, he has to slay a dragon, right? He slays his own demons, really. And he then metamorphosizes into a fucking lion. And the symbolism with the lion is his no, right? You cannot make a lion a beast of burdens. That motherfucker will tear you to shreds, right? Lions are not pets, man. And if they are, well, you watch the fuck out. You don't put like satchels and shit on top of a lion and tell it to do fucking cartwheels. You just don't. Maybe in a circus, but hell sure is not in the wild. And this is very, very important. You see, the lion is synonymous, like I just said, with his no, right? And this is being disagreeable. Now, the reason this video kind of came about is about a year ago, I first heard this from Jordan Peterson. Maybe you guys know this too. And recently I heard it again. Supposedly the number one trait of all successful men, what do you think it is? Disagreeableness. And I hope I'm not botching that word, but being disagreeable, essentially utilizing your no. Now, the reason I said this is so applicable to my life in this condo right now is because for the first time in my life, I'm almost 24, I've had to strengthen and completely 100% utilize this no, right? I'm in a building with like 500 other people. And because we are in the middle of a pandemic, a lot of people, including myself, at times are full of this scarce mindset. They're kind of like chickens running around with their head cut off. So you can imagine like 500 people in a building, right? Thankfully it's better now, but when you couldn't leave and everyone's kind of fighting with each other. So all I had was my no. All I had was my, that's not okay. I need that sword. I became a lion by fucking default. I had no fucking choice. Camel didn't serve me no more. Now, I need to make this very clear, okay? Very clear. T, baby. Being disagreeable does not mean you're being tyrannical. It does not mean you're being mean. You are putting others down. You're being a bully. You're essentially just being this entitled dude who can, I don't know, tell people what to do like a boss. No. Not at all. Being disagreeable, guys, really comes back to number one, right? We're transitioning to that line phase. So we're taking off all these fucking things that society's put on our back, right? And really what we're doing is we're finding our northern stars. Right, this is what every single man needs to do. This is what the lion needs to do. Again, I haven't read the book, but I'm telling you, this is what the lion fucking needs to do. He needs to find, or really have these northern stars be revealed to him. Where do you want to go in your life? What is okay with you? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? What do you want to do? What are your passions, your hobbies, right? Building as a man. And the taller this skyscraper gets, right, or the stronger the northern stars get in your life, the direction, the clarity, the purpose, the more by default you will have to say no. It's that simple. It is nothing. It has nothing to do with being mean. It has nothing to do with putting people down, being rude. It is completely an act out of love for yourself and, in fact, the ones around you. Right, guys? This has been the number one trait I have learned throughout this entire condo. This one topic right here. And the reason I make this video to you guys is because, like I alluded to beforehand, we live in a very feminized society, right? It starts from childhood. You go to daycares, there's no men there. You go to elementary school, there's no men there. Men don't really get introduced to the realm of men really till they get shoved off the cliff, which is when you kind of start work full time. And by that time, you know, it's okay, but it'd be nice if we could learn this a bit earlier. You see, I truly learned or got a taste for the real world of men when I moved here. I'm not saying I didn't build myself up beforehand, but fuck. I got pushed off a cliff when I came here, and I learned a ton of skills. I've been here for almost about 1.5 years now. And the reason I got sidetracked, the reason I'm telling you this is because in our feminized society, number one, no one will teach you this. Number two, people are going to demonize this. It's sad, but as I become more disagreeable, and really that just comes down to setting healthy boundaries so I can come back to my northern star, people are going to despise that. They're going to look at you like, how dare you, right? You have standards for yourself. You have self-worth. You have the audacity to do that. Why don't you just let it go? Why don't you just sweep it under the rug? This is the majority of people. And this is why I make this video, because the entire time I've been setting these boundaries, you know, mastering my dark side to becoming the lion, I've had people around me tell me to stop, and I just had this conflict. You can kind of see where the issue arises. So anyways, guys, I know the lighting is coming out. That's God saying, preach, boy. Preach, motherfucker. I have this shadow here from the mic. Or where's that? I think that's from the tripod, but nonetheless. Thank you guys so much for listening. That is the end of this video. I appreciate all of you. I say this out of love. I make these videos not because I have to or because I maybe read this in a book. I say this because I've been there and I am there. And I'm telling you what you will learn, whether now or in the next few years. The realm of manhood is out there, and it needs to be. This is how men grow. We become initiated. We learn through trial. We learn through struggle. We learn through tribulation, through other men. Not by our feminized society that tells you to shut up, be a nice boy, and always be agreeable. It's not how it works. It's not the reality. It never has been and never will be. And the faster we can learn this through people like myself, or maybe I have tons of mentors I look up to, then that's how it works. The lineage, mentorship, you understand? That's how men grow. And that's the entire reason I have this channel. So thank you guys so much for this video. I love speaking to you all. Thank you for the comments, the likes. This is just me showing gratitude. You guys are awesome. I notice it. I see it. I don't care how many views this gets. Yes, it'd be nice to get a ton. And, you know, the views will come. But I'm grateful for you guys because I can see the impact this is having. And you guys help me a lot, believe it or not. You may think you don't, you do. Me making these videos and having an audience to speak to really keeps me sane, because this past 1.5 years, I'll be honest, has been one of the hardest phases of my life. And I'm very grateful I have you guys to speak to. So anyways, that is it. Thank you guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. I'll finish it here, guys, with the final plugs. If you guys are interested and would like to work with me on a personal level at anything of what we spoke about in this video, right? Or improving your fitness and business, mindset, and relationships, there is always one-on-one coaching. We have group coaching, which is the workshop. You can check the one coming up of December, guys. The workshop is 4 1-hour live stream calls with myself and a small group of men. I do it once a month. Again, you can check the one of December, link down below. Spots are still open, and we have the self-development course, which is passive. It's 3 hours long. You guys know what's up. All there to improving your fitness, nutrition, intermittent fasting, no-fat, meditation, increasing your masculinity, improving your relationships, finding your passions, and turning it into a business online. Go download that free half-an-hour version. You guys know the flex. You can support Edge. Let's go, baby. This is their brand new black crew neck. It's hella sick. I love it. I fucking love it. It's fantastic. I don't own, I think, any crew neck. So yeah, coupon code Hammond if interested. Also wearing their joggers. Let's go, baby. About to go to the gym very soon. Today's leg day. I'm about 2 weeks out from my powerlifting competition, so it's crunch time. And you guys can check my personal channel if I remember. I will link it up here. Follow along the journey of powerlifting and tons of things behind the scenes of my life. All right. Again, thank you guys so much. I love you all. Have an amazing day. I apologize if this fucking bracelet made a bunch of noise. Probably didn't, but that's just my OCD. Till then, guys, much love. Peace.